Hello, welcome to this brand new stream. So this is my first video. So here today I will start. I am learning some of the DSA concepts. Let me change the window. So here I am learning DSA by solving this driver A to Z DSA course / sheet. So I have started doing it. It's been 1 month. I have solved some questions of linear, learn linked list and from binary search. It was pretty good. Means I feel tough from this lecture too. There are different levels of questions, either easy, medium, and you will also get to solve the hard problems. So let's start from learn the basics. So I want to share what I am learning and learn programming together with you all. So let's begin. Earlier I wanted to do live streaming, but my LAN is not allowing me to connect to the internet. When I click the stream button or the go live button, then it fails to connect to the internet. That's why I'm re-recording this video and will be streaming on Twitch after I have completed this recording. It will be raw, I won't be editing this video. So learn the basics, things to know in C++ about Python any language. So I prefer C++. From class 11 12 I was learning C++, so I continued C++ after I joined engineering. Now I'm in my final year of computer science engineering degree. So here the first topic is about user input and output. So we can read the article for some time. Oh, sorry. So here we have C++ basic input output. How to take inputs in C++ and output. Include libraries. C++ is a versatile language and it relies on libraries to access various functionalities. As we know, we have to load various libraries before using. So here we have has include IOStream, input output stream, header file. Here math.h, all the functions related to math can be accessed. Simply put, libraries provide pre-built functions and tools for us to use in our code base. Oh, here we have example. Skeleton has include IOStream in main, your code here return 0. Okay. Output with cout. So to print we have to use cout. So std standard cout hey driver return 0. So this will print out hey driver as our output in the console or in a terminal where we'll be running this code. We are using std again and again here, but we can write a header for this. We will get it later. Oh, here endl means end line. The next output will be in another line. Here we can see that hash driver. Got here. Using namespace std standard. By using namespace standard at the beginning of your program, you are telling the compiler that you want to use all the names from the standard namespace without explicitly specifying std colon each time. This can make your code cleaner and more concise. Yes. Now here you can see we have not used std. We have to just write at the beginning of the code. Then we can use cout without writing std colon in front of this cout. Take user input using cin. So we can see we have taken input using cin value of x, then we are printing that value using cout console output, and cin is console input. Here we have taken two inputs. Okay, I have learned till I know this. I have learned earlier until this topic. Here what is he is recommending to use the pit/stdc++.h header is a shortcut that includes vast number of standard C++ libraries, making it easier to access a wide range of functions and classes without specifying each library individually. It's time saving approach for programmers. Oh, it basically loads all the libraries that we need. Vast number of standard C++ libraries. So most of the libraries will be included. Here we can see we can use bits stdc++.h instead of iostream.h, which will includes the iostream header along with other standard headers. Okay, so this article is up to that. So let's see what questions is there. For practice, he have given link to Gigs4Geeks website. So see. Oh, login. Let's log in then. Wait a minute until I log in. I have logged in, so let's solve the question then. I think I have to make the text a little bit bigger. I guess light mode is not, dark mode is better to keep it that way. I have given the title of my video red is satisfaction. Red gives me satisfaction. That's because Here you can see that whenever you complete some of these lessons, then the red bar will increase. For example, if I click here, uh, yes, it has increased a little bit, but after we solve the question, then we will click it as done. It is decreased. So when you see this red color increasing, it's really gives satisfaction. Here you can see red. That's why I have given this title uh, as red gives me satisfaction programming with C++. So let's continue. I am trying to understand the problem statement here. As many as you can. When the input is a special character, it means the sentence ends, and in this case you need to return an empty list. First, implement the methods of the autocomplete system. Autocomplete system string sentences varying times. This is constructor. The input is previously used data. Since this is a string array consists of previously typed sentences. Time is the corresponding time as this type. Record to this is historical sentences. Now the user wants to input a new sentence. The following function will provide the next character the user types. String input character C, the input C, the next character type by the user will only be lowercase letters A to Z and space for a special character. That will only be lowercase letters. Sentence should be recorded in our system. With the top 3 historical sentence with every coefficient as the part of the sentence already here. Let's see the example. Operation autocomplete system. I love you, Island, Iron Man, I love you, Geeks for Geeks, 5322. So multiple strings are given, and then at the end we have got another factor with number of times this string will appear in the sentence. The system have already tracked down the following sentence and their corresponding times. I love you 5 times, I land 3 times, Iron Man 2 times, I love you Xbox 2 times. So we have to actually code a autocomplete system, but here they have given a factor which consists strings and another factor which will contains integer values times. That means the sentence, that will be the first element, and how many times that sentence or string appeared. Here we have the number of times, frequency of that sentence appearing while the user type any sentence or what. Oh, this sentence will be search query. Design a search query. Design a search query autocomplete system for search engine. Oh, basically, while typing some of the words or a sentence, we have to do autocomplete by measuring the frequency that the word earlier typed. That is what is the frequency. If frequency more, then we can suggest that the sentence will be the sentence is related with that frequency number. Here in the example, it is given that I love you has appeared 5 times, which is the highest frequency. So next is island. It is frequency 3. So here it is written Iron Man 2 times. I love Kicks for Kicks 2 times. So this element at 4th position, and this, so this string appeared 2 times. Okay, what is it is written that now the user begins another search. User input I, output I love you, I land, I love Kicks for Kicks. Okay, so when the user input I, our system should give output I love you and I love Kicks, I land and I love Kicks for Kicks. Because all three uh, all three strings contains I. I. But here they have not shown Iron Man. It also contains I. So let's read the explanation more. There are 4 sentences that have prefix I. Among them, Iron Man and I love Kicks have same frequency. Since the empty space has ASCII code 32. Okay, empty space. And R has ASCII code 114. I love Kicks for Kicks should be in front of Iron Man. So lower ASCII value have more priority here. So when I is typed after I, there is R here, and here we have space. So the ASCII value for R is 114, and the space is given that it is 32. So 32 has the lower value, so priority is given to I love Kicks for Kicks. So it is printed. That's why answer is okay. Now the user wants to input a new sentence. The following function will provide the next character the user types. Using string input character C The input C is the next character typed by the user. The character will only be lowercase letters A to Z. Put C is the next character typed by the user. The character will only be lowercase letters A to Z, blank space, or a special character hashtag. Also, the previously typed sentence should be recorded in your system. The output and array will be the top 3 historical sentence or top 3. So that's why we have to print 3 strings that our system will predict or autocomplete. Your job is to implement the methods of the autocomplete system. Autocomplete system. Here we have the function. The input is previously used data. Sentence is a string. Array consists of previously typed sentences. Time is the corresponding time a sentence has been typed. Your system should record these historical sentences. Your task, what is with our task? Let's see. You don't need to take inputs or give outputs. You just have to complete the input method and the constructor. What? We don't need to take inputs or give an outputs. We just have to complete the input method and the constructor. So we have to input method and the constructor. We have to just complete these functions. Okay. Expected time complexity big of n into max of L per unit per input query, where n represents the number of historical sentences in the system and L is the maximum length of the words. So we can analyze the time complexity after we completed the function, coding the function. The input sentence will always start with a letter. Okay, and end with hash, and at most one blank space will exist between two words. Number of complete sentences yet to be searched won't exceed 10 square. The length of each sentence include those in the historical data and query data won't exceed 10 square. Okay. Let's try to code this. First, class autocomplete system public autocomplete system function factor sentence. I can full screen this, I guess. Okay. Oh, it's visible. Now it's okay. Fine. System vector string sentence vector and write code for constructor. Stream is C. What do I have to write? System should record the historical sentences. Autocomplete system. So this is the constructor. Okay. The input is previously used data. Okay. Previously used data. Sentence is a string array. The previously typed sentences. Time is the corresponding times a sentence been typed to a system should record historical sentences. Record historical sentences. I guess what I have to write is to how to take these inputs. Is there Pimot? I think no Pimot here. Okay. Something. Your autocomplete system object will be instantiated and called as such. Autocomplete system star obj. New autocomplete system sentences times vector string param1 equal to obj input c. Object will be created. Okay. Sentences and time will be given. Sentences and time will be given. Okay. Then object will be created. Step to complete the input method and the constructor. Autocomplete system sentences times in time. This is the constructor. The input is obviously use data. This is the constructor. The sentences is a string array consists of previously typed sentences. Okay. String array. Times the corresponding times a sentence has been typed. So to record the historical sentence. Record the historical sentences. What's this? Only lowercase letters A to Z blank space. What we have to write? I am trying to understand what we have to write in these functions. The input C is the next character typed by the user. The character will only be lowercase letters A to Z. Only be lowercase blank space always. The previously typed sentence should be recorded in your system. should be recorded in your system. What is happening here? Define sentence says with the size. Okay, times with the size. They have taken input sentences and times. Okay, they have entered it into the object. Q C in Q. Now this is calling here again. After that, C in Q. Scene dot ignore for int I equal to 0. String query gets in C in dot query. This query string. Okay. write code to return state authorization and this string contain a setting to prevent activity. Should I use this keyword here? Let's check a little bit of class. Now the user wants to input any sentence according to some property next get the user types. when the current character in the stream is C equals to hashtag the current query is complete and okay. I am finding it difficult to understand the question. Let's check some editorial. Based on the comment solving the problem on your own before feeding each editorial. Do you still want to feed editorial? Yes. Problem. If you say a full solution before solving the problem, marks for this problem will not be added. What is this? Autocomplete system. Public void class to store the frequency and the word itself. Class or public in frequency string w. Complete word string w in frequency. Try not class try not. What is try? I have not learned the concept of try yet. I have to learn more advanced concepts to solve this. Try not class. What is try? Try data structure is a tree-like data structure used for storing dynamic set of strings. It is commonly used for efficient retrieval and storage of keys in a large data set. The structure supports operations such as insertion, search, and deletion of keys. Man, I think when we learn that concept, I think then we have to solve this question. So we'll be moving forward. Here, here we have to learn the basics first. But why he have given that try question here on the topic user input and output? We have learned how to take input and output in C++. Using cout we can print, and using cin we can take input. This will be the syntax. Next, we have to solve that question later when we learn other data structures. Here tries. So here we'll run the theory and its implementation and problems. Then we will solve that question, because that question is based on try. So we'll proceed to the next topic. So next is data types. Okay. No article is given on data types, but we can see that on the website. So three types of data types: primary or built-in or fundamental data type, derived data types, user-defined data types. Okay. Primary: integer, character, boolean, floating point, double floating point, void, void character. Okay, fine. No. Derived: function, array, pointer, reference, user defined, class, structure, union, enum, type def. let's see if it the question is of these topics, because earlier we have got a question which was not related to that input output topic. It was for try data structure, which will study later. For now, let's check this. What question is there? Geek is learning a new programming language as data type forms the most fundamental part of a language. Geek is learning them with focus and needs your help. Given a data type, help Geek in finding the size of it in byte. Okay. Data type character, integer, long, float, double. Here it is question for or these topic data types. Now it's the okay correct question. Input character. Oh, character is the new data type. Output to 1. Whatever it would be 2 bytes. Oh, you have to return the size of data type. Given a data type, help Geek in finding the size of it in byte. Okay. Character takes 1 byte. Yeah, for C++. And for integer, it is 4 bytes. But it also depends on the system. Complete the function data type size, which takes a string as input and returns the size of data type represented by the given string in byte unit. Okay, return -1 if the input data type is invalid. Okay, so you will be entering string which contains this 1 2 3 4 5 data types. Okay, so here we have the method in the we have a public method in the class solution. So let's see what we can write. So first thing we can write if else condition for checking the string with the okay, let's begin. I can take and paste it here. Here we don't need to check the full conditions because we can directly check if str is character, integer, long, float, double, then the value of size will be updated. If the string does not match with any of these data type, then by default it will be -1 because we have initialized it with -1. Then when we return size, it will return -1. But if we get if the str string matches with any of this data type that we have written as a string, then the size will be updated and we'll get the updated value. So here we can enter another data types in these are and compile it. It is written correct value because integer size of int is 4 byte. It is in bytes. So here you can see that we have used size of function. So it basically returns the size of data type in bytes. So now we can read further. Okay. What is happening? Let me refresh the page. Okay, it's working fine. The size operator is a unary compile time operator used to determine the size of variables, data types, and constants in bytes at compile time. Okay, it can also determine the size of classes, structures, and unions. Syntax: size of data type or size of expression. We have used. Okay, so I think we can submit it. So all test cases passed. So we have scored 1 point. So I guess I will stop here. So we'll continue later with other topics.